Hello! It is I, H7, coming to you live from the 500 block. I'm holding G Fuel. Coming to you live from the 500 block of Clematis Street, downtown West Palm Beach. That's right, there's only one place, none other like it. Motherfuckers, welcome. Oh, did I just break YouTube rules? That means I can't monetize this thing. It doesn't matter, we make no money off of this. So, did y'all know that Miami Nights is back on gfuel.com? Well, I may be speaking too soon, but by the time this gets posted, it may no longer be a thing. But there was recently a BOGO event, a buy one get one event, where you buy one, you get two. Now, Ice Shatter wasn't a part of that BOGO, but you get the point. Visuals. Ah, that was your opportunity. And it was my opportunity. So what did I grab? I grabbed another fucking thing of Miami Nights. I finally grabbed myself the Moonberry, the Moon Knight themed thing. By the fucking way. Just watched episode 4. Holy shit. I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say, for some reason, Moon Knight is becoming one of my favorite MCU things to not be, that isn't a feature film. You know what I mean? I guess this is a 6 or 8 episode limited event. It escapes me which 6 or 8 episodes. But episode 4, interesting, mind-bending, pleasant, astonishing. All those words, adjectives. No, seriously, I'm loving it though. What are you guys thinking about it? Let me know. Comment. We'll talk. So, it's I, H7, this is Radio Respects. Again, I've been getting DMs from y'all asking, like, hey, what's up with the time in between shows? You're wondering why it's taking me so long to get shows out consistently. Here's the cool thing. I gotta stop bumping the mic. Here's the cool thing. We are putting out shows consistently via subcultureradio.com, the Subculture Radio app. That's just kind of the main way that this is operating right now. The idea is to move fully into YouTube, fully into this visual medium. Sign of somebody that doesn't understand the visual medium. Poke the camera. Yeah, so reason being, as I mentioned in the last episode, was I was moving. I was fucking moving, and took me a minute. Life occupied me, and you're probably not interested in any of that shit, but I was fucking busy. Now I'm not. Now we can talk about some fun things. And another thing that was mentioned to me, you know, for being a musician, I sure don't talk about music much on this fucking show. Like, we really don't. Like, we talk about my experiences, like my personal experiences as a musician, but we seldom are we commenting on music, bands, music news, what's going on. Part of it's because I don't want to be just a bootleg Loudwire or just be sitting here reading Metal Sucks articles, but somebody made a mention, hey, maybe, you know, it'd be cool if we fucking get some music news to go along with all of the movie and media and whatever news. And it's a good point. It's a good point. One that I was ultimately kind of ignorant to, unaware of, you know, whatever it may be. But we have some news for you. We got some things. But before we fucking get into that, y'all paying attention to this Johnny Depp suing Amber Heard for defamation thing? He wants $50 million out of this woman for basically ruining his career. And I'm going to be real. If this case turns out that, yeah, Amber Heard is just a fucking sociopathic monster who is just an instigative twit that turned the tables in an attempt to make herself a part of the Me Too movement just for clout. And if that turns out to be the case, then yeah, fuck her in the mouth. Be gone with you. Fucking take away her roles. Fucking do whatever you gotta do. But don't hire the bitch. But if it turns out that they're both pieces of garbage, which is, let's be honest, quite frequently the case with these toxic relationships, you gotta You gotta have the fucking hurricane, and you gotta have the elements feeding it. The hurricane can't survive without the right chemical mixture in the air and the things on the ground. The tornado's gotta swarm. The tornado needs things to pick up to keep it going. So what if they're both pieces of garbage? Who's to say? I don't know. But I'm falling somewhere in the middle on this case. It seems very weird, but it could set the precedent for people, or rather, this is kind of why I don't care either. It could set the precedent for high-profile individuals suing for defamation of character, like basically people that get falsely Me Too'd or falsely canceled and have their careers crippled to the point where they can't get worth a shit new gigs. Their quality of life is affected. Their quality of work is grossly affected. This could set a precedent if Depp is in the green, so to speak, in the winning column for anybody that's gone through something similar. Now we got an article here through Yahoo News that the Pirates of the Caribbean, can you tell I don't give a shit, star Johnny Depp said Wednesday that domestic abuse allegations made against him by his ex-wife Amber Heard had cost him, and I quote, nothing less than everything. And he claimed that she was the one who was frequently violent, not the other way around, like the story we've all heard. Depp, taking the witness stand for a second day of testimony at the time of this article, in said defamation case against Heard, said that she would regularly insult him and once threw a vodka bottle at him, severing the tip of one of his fingers. And then they showed a photo of that fingy, and yeah. They then showed Amber Heard, like, reacting, or should I say not reacting? Let me just say something. I'm going to put the photo right here. If you see this face, fellas, if you're chatting with a girl, getting to know a lady, and at any point you see this dead in the eyes, fucking dead eyes of a shark look on that lady's face, that's a red flag, my friends. Anywho. So, the 58-year-old Depp, damn, he's 58, filed the defamation case against Heard over a column she wrote for, it was the Washington Post. I thought I was remembering that wrong. In 2018, that's why I thought I was remembering it wrong. It was forever ago. In which she described herself as a public figure representing domestic abuse. Interesting. Heard, who starred in the movie Aquaman, who gives a shit, never named Depp, whom she met in 2009 on the set of the film The Rum Diary. Ooh, a Hunter S. Thompson adaptation. Who gives a shit? But anyway, he's suing her, as I said, yada, 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 for $50 million in damages. And Heard, who turned 36 on Friday, or whenever. Oh, God, that dates this fucking recording. Let's see. Oh, God, she countersued, asking $100 million, claiming she suffered rampant physical violence and abuse at his fucking hands. So they're both swords drawn, right? It's guns drawn. We're here. We're here at the shootout. It's the OK Corral, baby. Who's gonna fucking... Oh, my God. All right. I love these little useless details that Yahoo News put in their article just to fill up space. Things like this. Depp, who was wearing a gray suit and a black shirt and tie, was asked by one of his lawyers what the domestic abuse allegations had cost him. Why did I need to know what he was wearing? I really don't care. You showed me photos. Anyway. To which he replied, nothing less than everything. When the allegations were rampantly circling the globe, telling people I was a drunken, cocaine-fueled menace who beat women, suddenly, in my 50s, it's over. Let's see, he goes on, I lost then, no matter the outcome of this trial. Fair enough. The argument is, what, Warner Brothers axed him? Disney axed him? What are they going to do should he be found in the right here? Are they just going to welcome him back with open arms? Sorry about that. Ha 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 ha. They going to James Gunn him and just be like, all right, sorry about that. Welcome back to the fold, Mr. Depp. I don't know, man. I feel like he's going to be, condemned to a life of working the indies. He said that a couple days after the the Post column appeared, Disney announced, that he would no longer appear as Captain Jack Sparrow. Yep, verbally decimate him. He claims it verbally decimated him. Let's see. Heard's lawyers have claimed that Depp would become a monster during drug and alcohol-fueled benders and sexually abuse Heard. Okay. She filed for a temporary restraining order against him on May 2016 after he told her he was filing for divorce. Seems like a lot of missing information here. Depp said his relationship with Heard began to deteriorate shortly after their 2015 marriage. I was suddenly just wrong about everything, Depp told the jury, hearing the case in Fairfax County Circuit Court in Virginia. See, I don't. God, they pad these articles. He denied ever striking Heard, said that it was she who was abusive, and basically is twisting the fucking the narrative around on her, claiming shit like he would go and lock himself in a bathroom for hours, things like that. Like, he's also no angel, but like, he's claiming this woman like put a cigarette out in his face and like threw multiple vodka bottles at him. Like, you throw one vodka bottle at a dude, right? Maybe it was in the heat of the moment. You throw a second vodka bottle, a big one, a handle of vodka at a motherfucker, and it crashes into his hand while it's up against a thing like this, apparently. So the vodka bottle, represented by this G Fuel, comes down and crashes and fucks the bone up, I guess, in his dominant hand. Then they showed the fucky photo of the fucky finger, and boy, was it not good. So this isn't looking great for Miss Heard. This ain't looking great. I'm anxious to see how this unfolds. I'll keep y'all updated if you give a shit. I just think this is interesting because it will set something of a precedent for other celebrities and other public figures who are perhaps unfairly targeted and have their careers taken down by false allegations of any nature. So that's where I'm at with that. Next! I got something cool I want to show you before we get into the next topic. We're going to talk about the Notverse. Do you know what the Notverse is? It's just as cringy as it sounds. It's coming from another guy in a mask. I want to show you some cool-ass merch, though, that I made. Handmade. I took the 3D scan of my mask, of this mask. We shrunk the son of a bitch down to like an inch, right? Then I 3D printed a few, made a mold of them, and then used the same resins and paints and everything that I use on my big boy masks to make mini masks. Yay! Check that hot shit out. Mini masks. Disregard my fucked up fingernails. Mini masks. Hell yeah! Good shit. These boys are $25 each, shipped. Limited number of 50 of them. Handmade. Every bit of this was done by your boy. Let me fucking... Yeah, see? It's a cool little magnetized backdrop. See that shit? Look at that. Yeah, ho. Yeah, ho. Let me see if I can fucking show you guys the hotness. I hope it fucking focuses. If it doesn't focus, I'll cut a video of it, like, properly lit. But yeah, this little boy here is available. Merchandise, fuckers. Isn't it a thing? You gotta merchandise yourself. Speaking of that, though, I wanted to show you guys something else. If you're familiar with Lego, you might be familiar with Mega Blocks. And for the past 2, maybe 3 years, I've been researching and developing Mega Blocks H7 figures. And we got one here. Well, I've actually got a full production run of them ready to go. We got 50 of these boys ready to go, ready to be painted. Custom head sculpt, custom chest. The vest is there, custom chest sculpt. Every bit of this is on point. I can't wait to get a actual painted sample up, though. But yeah, I just wanted to I wanted to show you guys that we got some cool merch being worked on top of the 6-inch action figures, which I am so freakishly fucking hyped about. Let me tell you. Living in an age where your boy can merchandise properly makes your boy a happy man. So, anywho, let's talk about this goddamn Knotverse, right? So, earlier this month, the 18-handed Lowen Sex Gorgon, okay, known as Slipknot, began teasing something called the Knotverse, which we had hoped would be some sort of in-world narrative surrounding Slipknot like the MCU, but as we all knew deep down, it's really just an excuse to sell you some fucking NFTs. Slipknot have joined forces with the Sandbox, don't know who the fuck that is, to announce the Knotverse, and I quote, Web3 home for Slipknot and Knotfest metaverse experiences, which will include, oh fuck, here we go. Get ready for this one, kids. Strap the fuck in. Unique NFTs, and general collections, plus metaverse concerts, gaming experiences, fan experiences, unique collaborations, wearables, and much more. Of course, Clown is the only one with a goddamn comment. I'm not going to read this fucking quote. This is another one of Clown's incoherent. I say this with respect. He's a mad genius. He's an idiot savant. The dude rants and rambles worse than I do, and the fact that he's Clown from Slipknot, nobody actually stops him half the time and be like, hey, Sean, what the fuck did you just say? Shining example is this little quote here. When I started playing Quake online in 1999 and Minecraft in 2011, it was another level. But at the time, I couldn't have Sid Wilson scratching next to me, and I couldn't offer visual art to the fans. What are you talking about? All we could do together was play the game. Did Sean not know about the internet until like 5 weeks ago? What the fuck is this? Anyway, but the little ideas like that are not only now possible, but they barely scratch the surface. We are listening, we are watching, and we are going where our fans are leading us. I don't think they're leading you to NFTs, Cat. Oh my fucking god. And if you don't understand or you're worried, know that we're going to help bring our fans along. So you're going where your fans are guiding you, but you have to hold their hands through the process because you know this is bullshit. We are getting in this for all of us, with all of us, and we can't wait for you to see what we have coming up. Listen, this seems like just an excuse to sell you a fictional t-shirt and some NFTs. I'm mildly disgusted. I understand that Slipknot is, like most bands, a business. That's why they have these fucking, what is it? There's a whiskey. That's why there are Halloween masks. That's why, I don't know why there haven't been action figures. Well, there are Funko Pops. That's why there are fucking Slipknot Funko Pops. Because like any other band at that level, they are a business. A business man. And Clown, being the businessman of Slipknot, seems to have no problem making these hard left, hard right turns. And correct me if I'm wrong, but weren't little things like this, like Slipknot Merch LLC, and all these weird little uses of the Slipknot name in merchandising for merchandising purposes, weren't these situations the basis of Chris Fenn leaving Slipknot? Correct me if I'm wrong about that. Somebody please correct me if I'm wrong about that. But I vaguely remember there being a lot of money missing that other guys, that most of the guys weren't getting, but Corey, Clown, those two guys were making like the lion's share of shit that had the image and likeness and, quite frankly, the artwork of 9 men being sold by one of those 9, usually Clown, then turning around and not dishing out fuck all for merchandise royalties. Correct me if I'm wrong, but that was the fundamental reason why Chris was like, no, fuck this. You ain't gonna pay me like no hired gun. I've been in this since word go. This is just another in a long line of Slipknot signaling. I don't want to say it, but the end. This band is gonna try to go on like Kiss and Lynyrd Skynyrd to the point where it's like one original member and the rest are like friends of the band. The rest of the live guys are friends of the band in cosplay, basically. It's a bad time, kids. Slipknot puts out a new album and it just sounds like Slipknot. It doesn't hit you. It doesn't do anything. I hate to say this, but Rammstein just put out a new single, and you know what? They managed to actually fucking do the sounding like Rammstein thing without it seeming redundant and without it seeming like we've been down this road a million times, although we have. They managed to do it right, so it's proof that you can do the Slipknot thing over and over and over and over and over again, and then just make it work, and just make good art, and not alienate your fan base. It's happening out there, babies. Maybe letting Clown be the sole art director of Slipknot is where all of this folly stems from, if you ask me. I don't know. And I love Clown. I do. But tell me he ain't making some sussy-wussy decisions, business-wise. Tell me. Man's trying to sell you NFTs. What the fuck more do you need? Is that the Ozfest spirit? Had I known when I was like 9 years old going to my first Ozfest, had I fucking known that the spirit and the attitude of those bands could be physically manifested in a digital way via NFTs, and that was the attitude that these creators were truly fucking pushing. I don't know, man. Can't really get behind it, man. Oh, God. You know, I'm over here talking about Miami Nights G Fuel. I forgot I have my ice shatter. Hey, G Fuel, can you boy get a fridge? Can you boy get some ice shatter cans? I love you guys, okay, newsflash. The CEO of G Fuel is officially following Underlined Inc. on Instagram. This is big shit, my friends. This is big deal, big dick shit, my friends. This is a great fucking time to be H7, my friends. I'm one step closer to officially partnering with the fuel, with the G Fuel. I want to be with you, G Fuel. Won't you be with me? I'm with you all day, every day. Let's make it official. It's just funny. I'm surrounded by fucking G Fuel. By the way, available at FYE. Hit that shit up. It's also it's also available in a shitload of places. But check the gfuel.com store locator. Download the G Fuel app. Check their store locator. That shit is being constantly updated. I just spoke with somebody at G Fuel's social media about if it's being updated or not, the store locator, and it apparently is. So search there, find yourself some cans, and go on social media, go on Instagram, because that's the one I'm on, and tell them, Underlined Inc., H7 is dead, sent you. Deal? Deal. I'm already known as the G Fuel guy around here. I've got people that work at this club drinking it. I've got my bandmates drinking it. I've got friends drinking it. I've got people that know me loosely drinking. I've got you fans hopped on board. And I would have to say, of the 600 or so of you on YouTube, and the then, I don't know, 16K... No, I'm retarded. Whoa, wait, no, yeah, I'm dumb. The 14 to 15K on Instagram, I feel like I look at these other sponsors. I do. I gotta admit it. I look at the other people that G Fuel do partner with, and I'm like, really? Really? Person with 2,000 Instagram followers, like, nobody, they just so happen to be a Twitch affiliate, so, like, is that all it takes? Like, do I have to do this fucking show on Twitch? I don't want to, but if it's another platform, and if it's what gets my foot in the door with official, like, partnership, gimme shock treatment. Isn't that a Ramones song? I don't know. Anyway, did you know that Sergio Vega had fucked off from the Deftones? Did you know? Well, he made a very, very public video stating that he had asked to want to be an official member in Deftones after being with them for, like, 12 years? Fuck, 4 albums. You'd think 12 years of your life and 4 albums invested in a band, where you're just basically being treated as a hired gun up until a certain point where you guess you'll be made an official member. That's basically what I believe Deftones did with their DJ, where they started him off as a live guy, and he just eventually became a full-time equal partner in the Deftones thing. Now, Sergio has come out recently, very recently, and claimed that this isn't about money, that his departure wasn't about money, and it was more so about wanting to belong to something. And if you ask me, that kind of sounds a little sussy-wussy, because he did appear to belong to something. The problem is that Deftones, the rest of the guys, were perfectly cool with him just staying on as a hired gun. They were perfectly cool with the status quo and the way things had been. So, you know, the wheel wasn't broke. Why were they gonna fucking fix it, right? Well, Sergio had decided it basically wasn't worth fighting for his permanence. So he fucked off. He's working on a project with recently also fucked off frontman of Every Time I Die, Keith Buckley. And so there's some hot stuff coming at you. But everyone's been wondering, who is gonna be the new Deftones bassist? It's me! I'm him! No, I'm kidding. I wish. It's actually a popular face, a familiar face that I think my fan base should recognize pretty well. It is none other than the former Marilyn Manson bassist, Fred Sablain. Fred. The man that did that awesome little podcast with Wes Borland. I think it stopped because Wes started doing other podcast stuff. I don't know. Anyway. As reported by Blabbermouth, Deftones debuted Fred as their bassist on, let's see, when was this? April 14th. The kickoff date of their tour at the Mohida Center at the Rose Quarter in Portland, Oregon. There are photos, which I'll pop up here. All that hotness. It's very, very cool. Now, it's not known if he's going to be a permanent, like, the permanent replacement guy. I think that'd be pretty cool. He's an awesome bassist. And he's also no stranger to the hired gun approach of just being a useful utility player, being a useful tool in a well-faceted, elaborate tool set. There's also a mystery guitarist who has also joined the Deftones, the likes of which we know fucking nothing about, because the guy probably, it's my understanding, yeah, Higgs boson cryptocurrency, yeah. Anyway, Yeah, guy played behind a curtain, so nobody knows who this other guitarist is. But it's cool that they didn't do that thing that I was thinking they were going to do, where they just backtrack the bass and are like, whatever, man. Or they have their tech play bass off stage. You know, didn't Slipknot do that for a hot minute? They had the former bassist of Slipknot, Donnie Steele, come in, if memory serves me correct, and he played behind a fucking curtain for a hot minute, and then for a multitude of reasons, I remember him being real salty on the social media, making long ass posts about why he wasn't going to continue with the band, but he seemed pretty fucking salty himself. So there's that. Let's hope that this leads to some more coolness with the Deftones. It's been nothing but weird, sussy news involving the Deftones lately. Some cool, new, positive stuff. It's welcomed. So, cool shit. Okay. I've been asked if I got anything new to the collection, and boy, do I. I got a couple things. Not with me. I'll show you here. The new Halo series. I got that Samurai Spartan, whatever the hell. I don't know. He looks awesome. I'm going to repaint him. It's going to be a beautiful art piece. I got him in the 6-inch series by Jazzwares and the 12-inch series. Here are photos of him. I got, what else? I finally picked up the McFarlane Multiverse Clayface figure. I had left it up to fate, right? I had left it up to fate. I was in Miami, or I think I was in Miami. I was playing a show at the 500 block, and my girl and I were going, we were hitting targets, because, like, why not? We had time, we were making a day of it. And, like, I found one, I looked at it, I liked it a lot, but I put it back, and I was like, you know what? If I see it again, when I have a little more fuck you money, and I just, like, $40 isn't a crazy price tag for something that big, for something that massive, especially considering how dick deep I am into McFarlane Multiverse anyway. But speaking of McFarlane, some cool shit got announced that I'll get into after this, but the Mortal Kombat line is not dead. We saw that Nightwolf, there's more. There is fucking more. So I finally found Soul Crusher, which, if you look at him, is basically Ratcatcher 2 with an assault rifle. And I don't know about you guys, but I love this fucking sculpt. It looks fan-dabby-dozy. I just had that with me because he popped up at GameStop, and here in South Florida, GameStop has a tendency to get the things Target's gonna get way early for an extra few bucks, and, you know, gas is expensive, so fuck it. I'll pay you the crazy markup if you have the item I want. It's kind of the old Toys R Us approach, but take the old Toys R Us sales model where they were kind of overcharging for things compared to online at the time, and it bit them on the ass. That's why there is no Toys R Us, because they kept making shitty decisions. They refused to go online when Amazon took over basically most of the online marketplace, and now go to ToysRUs.com, and it's just other companies selling their shit. It's just other vendors using ToysRUs.com in the same way that they would Amazon.com, except the consumer is paying butt-fuckingly high prices. And it's just not a good time for anyone. But anyway, yeah. Mortal Kombat 11 by McFarlane Toys. This line is my fucking jam. It is my meat, my cheese, my potatoes. It's the whole course, baby. I love this thing. I've collected it since the inception. I got most of them. Most. And now, Nightwolf has been fully revealed. Look at this guy. Look at him. He comes with the bow. I'm so happy he comes with the bow. And that's not all, kids. This is the new bit of information. It was rumored. We saw the listings on certain websites, but no photos. We now have photos. A new Baraka is upon us. Baraka. He's here. Look at him. He's got an upgraded torso. Looks like the sculpting on the arms is a little different. Can't totally tell. I'm going to have to compare. but the head looks new. I mean, it could be new. I don't know. It could just be talking out my rear end here. But he looks great. And that's not it. There's one more. I thought there'd be 4, but for some reason we've only seen 3. And number 3 being, you remember that, so far, the first and only of the larger McFarlane Mortal Kombat 11 figures, Commando Spawn. That's right, it wasn't Scorpion or Sub-Zero or Raiden or Liu Kang or Kitana or Johnny Cage or fucking Jax or Sonya or Kano. No. First figure in our oversized Mortal Kombat 11 line was a Commando Spawn. Albeit very cool. It was basically a glorified statue with Mortal Kombat 11 branding and an excuse for Todd to sell this big bad motherfucker. Now, it appears that digital sculpt has been reworked, or completely redone, because now we are getting him in 7-inch form. And I'm the first guy who's like, enough with the fucking Spawn figures in our Mortal Kombat 11 Reese's. Get your Spawn chocolate out of my Reese's peanut butter. Get your Reese's peanut butter out of my Spawn chocolate. But here we are. So we got those 3 confirmed. Those 3 appear to be confirmed. We're looking at them in plastic, or at least prototype plastic. So hopeful. I'm seeing Amazon, people that purchased or pre-ordered on Amazon, getting notifications that it should ship in the next few months, which is hopeful, optimistic, whatever. I'm still waiting for the Storm Collectibles Big Boy Sub-Zero. That's what I'm waiting for. I'm so hyped for it. I still haven't pre-ordered or gotten my hands on the Scorpion 1/6 scale, or is it 1/12? I don't know, I'm dumb. But yeah, I'm still eagerly awaiting that Sub-Zero to drop on pre-order, because when he does, and when he hits Bluefin brands, they're going to probably give him some exclusive accessories, some ice stuff, and your boy will place an order. You know, good times, great hits. So that's what's new to my fucking collection. That's what's new to the fucking toy spectrum for me. That and those Warhammer figures that just dropped. Or the photos just dropped by way of McFarlane Toys. Let's show them to you here. Look at these fucking sculpts. Aren't they? These figures really are artwork. They really are an amazing canvas for you to build on top of. I love this idea. When I was like a little man getting the Warhammer miniatures, not understanding fucking anything about Warhammer the game until many years later, I never imagined, back then, I never imagined that 20 years later, we'd be living in a world where I could get fully articulated, posable. People shit on the artist-proof figures by McFarlane, but I love them. As an artist, as a special effects artist, as a painter, I love them. So these are kind of perfect. The Warhammer line is very perfect for that. It leans into customization and hyper collectability. So sign me up for it, baby. I'm here for it, baby. Now, we got a little bit of media news, and then I'm going to fuck off out of your hair. How's that sound? Sound good? How are we doing, though? How are you doing, though? Comment, like, share this shit. If you're not following us on all of the fucking shit, do it. @_dink. Hashtag H7 is dead. Hashtag _dink. You know the drill, right? But if you don't, it's okay, because we're always welcoming new people aboard the ship. This is a new endeavor, by the way. A new endeavor, I should add. This Radio Respects thing. 6 episodes in, but it's still, I don't know, I guess I'm still finding my voice, and I'm still wading in the waters, trying to figure out where the fuck I am directionally. I wanted this to be like sort of an entertainment hodgepodge where it'd be a little bit of everything. And I'm slowly figuring out a structure to it. I'm slowly getting there. I'd like it to be a little more interactive. But as we do this more, as I do live streams, perhaps, we can hammer in that engagement. We can make it a little more interactive, you and I. What do you say? So, Let's get into this motherfucking media news. What say you? Huh? So, remember we were talking about Gotham Knights and how CW, although being up for sale, is still greenlighting all these shows with seeming intentions to actually air them and put them out and further their CW verse or what the fuck ever. So, it wasn't a bluff, kids. Gotham Knights actually started rolling cameras in Canada. That's how you know they're doing it on the cheap. And a little bit of information leaked out that confirms what anyone that knew anything about even the Arkham Knights game and the plot surrounding it probably knew about the Arkham Knights CW counterpart. And it is revealing to us Bruce Wayne's headstone. That's right, kids. With cameras now rolling on Gotham Knight. Oh, it's just called Gotham Knight? Or is that a typo? Who knows? I'm going to hope it's a typo. Comicbook.com. Real amateur-like. A photo from the show's set reveals that Bruce Wayne's headstone and potential... What? We're going to start that one over. Jesus Christ. With cameras now rolling on Gotham Knights, a photo from the show's set reveals Bruce Wayne's headstone and potentially confirms plans for Gotham City to know a lot about the world's greatest detective. Jesus, was that a fucking mouthful. Whoever structures these sentences... Whose article is this? Josh Wilding. Man, investing Grammarly. Anyway, that's not a sponsor read, by the way. Gotham Knights has started production in Canada, and a new set photo has revealed Bruce Wayne's grave. However, looking at the wording of the headstone, it appears that the world might know he's Batman after all. Why else would it say he lived in the shadows, now he lives in our hearts? Why would it say that? Then again, we're talking CW verse, right? And this shit seldom coherent. Seldom is it a fucking coherent experience. I'm the guy with the Deathstroke from Arrow tattoo. There you go. I'm that guy. I'm the first person to tell you. These shows got incoherent quick, so I'm not really expecting this to make all that much sense. So, as the CW is currently shooting its pilot episode, it appears that the show will kick off with the Cape Crusader's funeral. Because that's a great... Wait, what is this, Spider-Man? I'm just going to end everything or start everything with a funeral. Another photo is doing the rounds, showing as much, but the photographer was way too far away for us to see who is actually in attendance. While there had been rumors, Gotham Knights will focus on Nightwing, Bruce's adopted son in this world. He will be Oscar Morgan's Turner Hayes. What? Okay. I don't care. So, this is not... Oh my god, it's written by Batwoman's scribe. Okay, get ready for a shit show, kids. Strap the fuck in. We're in for some real baby Batman bullshit. Literally, the embodiment, the personification, the spearhead of the baby Batman universe. You know, speaking of DC is really in for a shake-up. I mean, Warner Bros. Was just purchased by Discovery, right? So it's merely a matter of days. Well, actually, no. Now it's been finalized. The merger is complete. Or the acquisition, rather, has been completed. We now live in an age of Warner Bros. Discovery. That is the banner for which DC Entertainment will act under. Now, it's making the rounds all over the good goddamn place that the DC Entertainment company is facing a potential massive overhaul, which one could expect and one maybe should expect when new corporate overseers enter a picture. They're always going to want to leave their stank on things, especially if certain things aren't working particularly well. Yeah, let's see. With much change underway at the newly merged Warner Brothers Discovery offices, it looks like DC Entertainment will not escape without some changes made of their own. That's right. Let's get into this. This is an article brought to us by way of comicbook.com. Hell yeah. So, Warner Bros. Discovery CEO David Zaslav, this man is a money man. This man is a ruthless motherfucker, but he knows how to make a dollar. he's making some moves, and he's looking to secure his legacy at the newly minted company of Warner Bros. Discovery. And among all of the potential changes and things going on are these whispers of a huge overhaul coming to DC Entertainment, which I wonder, because the CW shit is so separate, if this will in any way affect the licensing of DC properties and whatnot, and who they license their characters out to. I wonder. Or if it's going to be more of like a Spider-Man situation where Sony and Marvel have to hold hands due to rights issues. So, or agreements now. Prior rights issues. Now they're holding hands in some sort of agreement while Sony spirals. Anyway, Zaslav is rumored to be holding meetings currently with potential people of interest and seasoned executives to fill a role that would work basically as the overseer to increase DC Entertainment's profile. Under this new Discovery banner, why wouldn't they? Why wouldn't they? I'm almost shocked that this is news to people, that one company acquires another. Changes happen. This is Sirius XM all over again. Everyone was shocked. They're just like, "What? How are you going to change a satellite radio company? It's just one satellite radio company buying the other, right? It's just going to be the same shit, right?" Wrong. So, major shakeups coming our way. Major shakeups, potentially. I don't know. Batman did pretty well. The Joker was an anomaly. DC seems to be spiraling in its own right, excluding things like Peacemaker and Suicide Squad, which are viewed as also anomalies because they're James Gunn things. And when you get people like James Gunn involved, it's not your everyday project. So they're treated and viewed a little differently than, say, I don't know, the way Sony is probably treating Morbius right now, which is, by the way, fucking biting the dust. Hard. Have you all seen that cringy behind-the-scenes ad that's hyping Morbius, but it's just following Jared Leto before the premiere of the film? Have you seen that? Check that out. It's the most cringy shit I've ever seen. So yeah, that's that. Next. Alright. You know, speaking of Sony and their weird spiraling Spider-Verse, the one thing they did seem to get right was that Across the Spider-Verse. That's the new one coming. We had Into the Spider-Verse. Now we're in it, so we're gonna go across it. Then I'm sure there'll be a third one called Leaving the Spider-Verse or Exiting the I don't know, who the fuck knows. Anyway, it's been given a date, finally. No details are really known right now, so it's not really worth getting too deep into. But it was confirmed a hot minute ago, and it appears that summer 2023 is what we're looking at. Now, Sony just can't let their fucking Spider-Verse just chill the fuck out, right? We got Morbius, it sucked. We got Craven coming, nobody asked for it. Now we're getting Madam Web. Ugh. And it's coming to us on July 7th, 2023. That's right, 2023, Madam Web. The movie we've all been pining for, right? You know, that famous Madam Web book that you wanted to see turned into a movie, right? What the fuck are you doing, Sony? Anyway, a little more positive news to get into. We got some positive news here. Something I was very, very happy. Very happy to see. Very happy to see this. Aqua Teen Hunger Force has returned after 7 fucking years with a brand new web series. And the name is great. Keeping in theme with the last few seasons, which were like Aqua TV Show. That's what they titled one season. Aqua Whatever was another one. Aqua Unit Patrol Squad was another. And then, Aqua Teen Hunger Force. But we now have the Aqua Donk, that's right, AQUADONK, Aqua Donk Side Pieces. The Aquadonk Side Pieces. And it's a web series which Adult Swim is currently dropping new episodes daily on their YouTube. And it reunites the whole motherfucking gang. That's right, all those voices, all the people, they came back. It was hot. It's great. I watched the first one, The Return of Hand Banana, and it's like, man, it's like time never even stopped. It's like we picked up right where we fucking left off. And I personally want the show back. Like, it was already a 15-minute show. It was already short enough. Like, these short versions just really make me miss the old Aqua Teen, the old format. But one can hope that this opens the door for more cool shit. So, ladies, gentlemen, I just wanted to give you that information. You can watch. I'm just giving you the information. Don't judge me. I'm just giving you the information. You can now enjoy those on YouTube. The same platform you're enjoying this. If you're not enjoying this on Radio Respects, if you're not enjoying Radio Respects on Subculture Radio, if you're not enjoying Radio Respects on YouTube, how are you enjoying anything? So, I'm glad you came on this journey with me. Reach out to the show, email us, hit me up, shoot me a DM at Underlined Inc. on anything, any of them social medias. Hit me up on them. Let's chat. Let's commiserate. Ask me some questions. I'll answer them on the show. I know I haven't been doing that. That's because, like, I put up this thing where people could ask me questions, and then I didn't save any of the questions, and because the way Instagram stories works, they all just disappeared into the ether. So, I'll post a story on the Underlined Inc. Instagram where y'all can ask questions if you don't feel like emailing me or DMing me or what the fuck ever, if you're that goddamn lazy. And I'll answer them. Good stuff. Nothing is nothing. Nothing is nothing. Nothing is anything. I'm kidding. Am I? Who knows? What are jokes? What is time? It's all a lie. Anyway, I'm H7. This has been Radio Respects. I love you. I'll see you next time. Before we go, want to see something cool I made? Look at this. Look at this thing. I wanted to sell it. I was trying to sell it for $250, but, like, sometimes the internet is like, fuck you, H7. Even though, like, it's a cool thing, we're not going to show it to anybody. So I want to show it to you, because God knows social media isn't going to fucking do it. If you would like him, he's available. He's available. I wanted $250 out of it, but if you're listening to the show, I'll take 200. I'll take 200 for him. Happily. So, yeah. Anywho, H7, Radio Respects. It's been a great time. I've been doing this whole show with searing nerve pain right here in the front of my fucking face. So, I'm sorry if I seem weird, but I love you. Have a good one. Party hard.
This is Radio Respects.
Ladies and gentlemen, right now on gfuel.com, it is buy one, get one. You can get yourself hotness. Miami Nights is back. Ice Shatter, I don't think, is a part of the BOGO, but whatever. I'm just showing you. You can buy one and get one. Oh, it's a time to be alive. I think you should go to the link. I think you should click it, and I think you should do the thing. You won't regret it. I love you.